to Table Talk with Bill and Tina. Coming to you live every night, right here on Facebook. Bill and Tina Yerkes. They're bringing hot topics to you straight from their kitchen table every night on Facebook. Bill and Tina Yerkes. Here they are. Welcome to their home.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, April the 14th.
Good job, Bill.
Getting better every day.
It still feels like Saturday.
It still feels like Saturday?
Every day feels like Saturday.
Oh, right. I disagree with that. I think Saturdays are still special. They're still different.
Okay.
Because I don't have to be at my computer working on school stuff. And I didn't have to do that today either, actually, because we're still on spring break. My spring break ends today, however. I go back to school tomorrow. Back to school tomorrow.
Hi, Lonnie.
Hi, Lonnie. The cameraman is doing a happy dance behind him because he doesn't go back to school until next Monday. Speaking of school, I choked on my own spit. Speaking of school, we had 2 schools parade through our neighborhood today, which was very cool. Whitman Elementary teachers went through at one point, and then later in the day, Bunker Hill Middle School teachers went through. And wow, tons of cars, tons of teachers. It was like a parade. I loved every minute of it.
Bill loves a parade. If you don't know this, Bill...
I stood out there and cheered for them, and I
parade.
thanked them, and I waved to them, and I knew some of them, which was
I got a
cool.
little misty-eye.
I did actually have to. Well, actually, because the thought came to mind was...
Teachers and a parade through
Right?
his development. What?
I've never been in a parade as a teacher, though. The one year that I was Teacher of the Year, I happened to notice that Washington Township let their Teacher of the Year be in the 4th of July parade.
Wow.
Hello, West Effort. Got some making
and
up to
past
do.
teachers.
What?
I think and past Teacher of the Years.
Oh, rub it in, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Even my friend Chuck Mitchell, who is moving, he's going to be at a new church in the summer, is going to get to be in a parade this year as the new pastor.
Wow.
I don't know if any of that's public knowledge, so maybe I should be careful what I say. I guess it is now, yeah.
It is
Right.
now.
It is now. Ta-ta-ta. Who's joining us tonight? Rose Duffield. Hey, Rose. Birches went past by. I guess it was like every school did their thing today. Very cool. Very cool to do. Do we do that in the high school? I don't know. Did the high school teachers parade around? Is
Probably
that
not.
Not a thing for
They
high
have too
school?
much area to cover.
And I was just going to say, how do they know where to go?
They are
It's a big...
certain.
I mean, Bunker Hill has a big area, and they were flying by.
They were. But it was still cool, and you still could see who it was. And,
Right.
We actually had adult neighbors who were out who really had no clue what was going on when they went by, but
Bill filled them in.
got a little emotional when I filled them in. They thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
But yeah, these are some different times that we're living in. So just wanted to update you on some things because, you know, throughout our time together, we've asked y'all questions and we've tried to get feedback. Last night we gave you our dramatic pose of the lovers too.
It was terrible.
If you missed it, I posted it on our chat page.
It was terrible. It was bad.
I thought it was spectacular. I don't know about the rest of you, but
It was bad.
I thought it was our own work of art right here in the kitchen. Lovers 3 right here. We had misty eye just thinking about it. Actually, I have something in my eye.
Oh my God.
But anyhow, and then we ended the night. We had a fun ending to the night last night. The girls could not get through their song because they got the giggles, but they pulled it together. And that was posted on our chat page,
on
right?
Our page, yeah.
So if you missed that, you can check it out. No giggles. Such a great song that it was fun to listen to them rehearse that, and I'm glad that they could pull it together and put it out there for you. We'll be hearing from them again. Tonight we're going to end with a special musical selection that will be both are encouraging words and a piece of entertainment by yours truly. So hold on for that. My friend Chuck Mitchell is reminding me not to be jealous since you've not been in one yet. All right. Easy, Chuck. I've been in parades. I've done parades.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my family will tell you that one year I heard a rumor, and Bob Snyder can attest to this, that you had to be like the first family through the gate at Disney World or something like that in order to be the grand marshals for their parade, and I tried desperately.
We had 3 little kids.
We were not
and
happy.
We tried, and well, we were, I think we counted, the 6th car or something like that?
We were not the grand marshals.
We not only were we not the grand marshals, I'm pretty sure we had 3 different meltdowns that day.
Yep, and I was one of them. And we were thrown out of the park after I jumped up on the car anyway and tried to be the grand marshal, but that's a whole other story.
You did not.
That did not
Go to Disney police.
All right, stop, Chuck. Stop the comments. Sitting in the back of a Mercedes.
Chuck knows exactly which buttons to push with you.
Yes, he
All right,
does.
continue on.
Okay. So, what were we talking about? Oh, things that we asked you to respond to. So, we didn't get too much response on favorite moments from our evening chat so far. But I...
He made them up.
No, I didn't. I painstakingly went through and tried to get everybody's. And you know what the number one thing was? Now, granted, by number one, I mean it got 2 votes. All the others got 1 vote. Was the 2 bills together.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently that was a
William
huge.
Wednesday.
Yep. And actually, 2 things on the list were both from that same night. The 2 bills together and the Speak Out game. Where I put that thing in my mouth. I think you and I should play the Speak Out game sometime. Do you think Tina and I should play Speak Out some night soon? If you do, let us know, because we're looking for things to do.
We're looking for ideas.
So your favorite moments were the 2 bills together, Maddie's birthday party, which was Maddie enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
We all enjoyed, but that was a good surprise for her. Our visit from Amy Bear,
Yep.
our neighbor. And Speak Out, like we said, and Mom and Dad talking about being a good kisser or not.
That was still funny.
Ooh.
And now I keep looking over my shoulder
Yes,
to
we're
see
waiting
if
to find
I'm seeing if
some
Darby's
other-
going to come up again. That
Yep.
was one of my favorite moments so far.
We should forewarn all of our watchers that if you're going to do a surprise visit in the yard, be careful. It's a minefield.
You might get a surprise.
Yes, we have 2
On your
dogs,
shoes.
and that is their restroom. So please be careful should you choose to. Darby's still cleaning out her shoes. No, that's not true. It's just a joke.
If it is true, we don't know it.
And that's probably a good thing. So, Tina,
Bill.
here's a question for you. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, which one to pick? No, just
Right?
my biggest pet peeve. I don't know what would be my biggest pet peeve. Andrew's saying the dogs.
No.
I love the dogs. I don't love when they get barking.
Bob said they just threw Darby's shoes away. I know that's a joke, right?
My biggest pet peeve. I do not like when people chew with their mouth open.
Ooh.
That really grosses me out.
Yeah.
It's the sound
The
that
cameraman's
makes.
doing right now.
Yeah, he's doing that on purpose.
Is that it?
Well, you asked for
Anyone
the
else?
biggest.
Anybody else have a big pet peeve you'd like to share with us tonight? What is your biggest pet peeve? And while we're talking about, I got some good. Let's see, ones I can use.
Bob said yes, it's a joke.
All right, thought we were gonna go that pair of
We thought we were
shoes.
going to have to use parachutes.
So, Tina and I did a little project this week. You want to tell them about it?
Very exciting. We painted our bedroom.
That is exciting.
It is exciting
Why is it exciting?
because our bedroom was light pink with seafoam green trim.
Now, don't. Careful. We're not saying anything bad about those color combinations.
No,
in case
except
someone
it was
else
right out
likes
of
them.
1990. And we got, we did every other room in the house except our bedroom.
Our own bedroom was the
Right.
last.
So
Oh,
we
that's
finally got to paint and do the woodwork, and now it's this dark gray, and eventually we'll get carpet because that's still pink. But it's beautiful. It's gray and white. Love it.
So one time, a long time ago, when we knew that it was going to be a while before we would get to the bedroom, Tina just could not take the color of the trim anymore because it was like.
It was the color combination. I don't mind the colors individually.
I hear what you're saying, but it was green. What did you call it? Seafoam?
Seafoam green.
Right.
I like the colors, just
So-
not together on my wall.
So she painted only the parts of the woodwork that you could see.
Oh, right.
Therefore, when we moved everything around the room, there's like little sections of seafoam green. And what was the color you painted it? It wasn't white.
No, it was like a colonial. It was a off-white color.
Yeah, so needless to say, she painted a trim and had to do 2 coats. And on the doors, you had to do 3 coats on the pink doors.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't because of what I did before. But yeah, this pink was so light, but yet it still needed 2 coats to go over this light pink.
Gotcha.
I'm just so glad the pink is gone.
It is gone, and we have a new comforter now,
We
and
do.
new shams, new bed skirt. But we still don't have curtains.
Paul Baker says, I grew up with a seafoam green bedroom, and you see how I turned out.
Right. ... I told Tina we should be careful what we say about colors. Do you know what colors my bedroom was growing up?
Wood.
What?
You had wood panels.
When I was a child, growing up, when I was a kid, paint primer, we bought that paint that was primer. It was paint and primer. And actually the walls, we only had
Walls
to do
were
1 coat.
Piece of cake.
In fact, we have a whole gallon of, Mission Control. That's my favorite part. That's the name of our color. Mission Control. Because...
You can also call it Battleship Gray.
Are you seriously looking over your shoulder?
I am.
Tina
I
can't
am.
sit here without looking
Well,
over
I
her
think
shoulder now.
Is it raining? No, it's not raining.
It's not raining. So where was I? Hi, Denise. Denise is joining us. I don't remember where I was going with all of that, or if that had anything to do with any of these questions. But speaking of questions, Tina and I thought that we would play a little game tonight.
Get my glasses.
I mean, we can't really play this like the game because we're virtual, but we could, however, get you to
Van-
answer these questions. Now, you have to answer.
So Van says, every night I'm here eating my dinner while you guys have your chats. I love it. What are you having, Van?
Oh, yeah, Van. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
Because we only had leftovers.
It's clean out the
So-
fridge night.
Yeah.
And
Now you're going to make her
earlier,
put her fork down and type.
earlier I saw we should do a segment of cooking with
Joey.
Joey in the backyard.
Oh my gosh, Joey. We could do a virtual cooking with Joey. He could be on the big screen and we could do the cooking.
What?
What? Joey,
All right.
we'll talk about that. Is he saying anything?
No.
All right. He's left us. All right, so
He said he's in.
all right, we'll talk.
We'll figure it out.
It's
Like,
Taco
stop
Tuesday.
slapping down the things on the
Wow, that's late.
table. A late dinner? A late dinner.
Oh, Van's dinner's late.
Not everybody's a farmer, Tracy.
Right? Tracy's going to
Just
go to
kidding.
bed as soon as we're done. So
They've
We
been
understand.
they've been very busy farmers. All right, let's play our game.
So we have some Family Feud questions. So we got to be quick on the draw here because you want to be quick to answer your question. Andrew made homemade turkey stew.
Her Andrew.
Her Andrew. Yeah.
He's a good cook. Nice.
See, that's the problem with this. Talk about squirrel. It's because of this. I have to see what people
All right.
are talking about.
Continue.
All right, so we're asking Family Feud type questions, and you're going to try to get all the answers.
So you are answering, not us, right?
Correct. We want them to give the answer.
We need you to give us the answers.
So get ready. Get your fingers ready. Ready to text or comment. Do you want me to go first, or do you have a good question? What's your question?
I'm gonna do this one.
All right, go.
All right. So here's your question. Name an occupation in which you'd be way embarrassed. It's interesting. To get a traffic ticket. Name an occupation in which you'd be way embarrassed to get a traffic ticket. What
Who would be
occupation-
embarrassed to get a traffic ticket? Can I give an answer? I don't know the answers of her cards. But I want to say teacher.
You would be embarrassed if you got. Okay.
What? All right, this is a family show.
A cop, policeman was the number one answer.
Stripper. What is happening?
Stripper and hooker
Stripper
are
and
not
hooker.
in there.
All right,
Policeman,
policeman
so
is
we
one.
got the number one answer.
I said teacher. Do I get an answer?
No, meter maid. Smart, no.
Gynecologist?
Gynecologist.
Oh.
Stripper, still no.
We're learning so much about our friends just in one question.
Not just that you would be embarrassed to be.
All right, how
but
many
if
do we
you
have
got
so
a
far?
traffic
Policeman, I said
policeman.
teacher. Is that one?
Well, no, it's not, Bill.
Well, I have a story about that, but I'll share it after we're done. So far we only have policeman.
It's the number one answer.
How many other answers are there?
We've got 5 more answers.
Mayor.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
Van.
The last, that's number 7.
Mayor, cop. What's another one?
Mayor, right?
Tracy's
Yep.
late to the party. How about pastor?
Ice cream truck. No,
Pastor?
pastor's not on there either.
No pastor.
No.
Um,
Pastor. Nope. Although that would be embarrassing.
president?
Oh, good one. Governor. No. Well, this one's close, but
Well,
should we give? How long do we let them choose?
governor? No, president. All right, we give up.
All right. So the remaining answers, what we did not get was truck driver.
Why?
You're embarrassed to get a traffic ticket.
Oh, wait, this is what we're supposed to go. Truck driver.
Bus driver.
Bus driver.
Clown.
Clown.
And judge.
Judge.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Bill.
All right, I got one for you. Name something a husband might do when his pregnant wife yells, "It's time."
Repeat the question
Dun,
again.
dun,
Repeat
dun,
the question.
dun, dun. Name
Repeat the question again.
Name something a husband might do when his pregnant wife yells, "It's time."
Well, panic.
Well, that's the number one answer. Did you cheat?
I didn't.
Panic is the number one answer. Get the car, get the car, get the car.
Run.
And let's start the car. Get the car is number 2.
Run.
Is
Bob
not
says
one.
No. Faint.
Yes, that's 3.
Ah. Grab the bag.
There's 5 more.
Grab the bag.
No.
Panic.
We
No.
said that already.
Barf.
No.
Wait, Ryan.
Panic. Grab the to-go bag.
No.
Eat.
No. Freak
out.
No.
Pick out clothes.
No.
Get in the car and go.
That's already been said.
For what?
For what?
Panic. Faint. Ooh, answers are flying in now. Google it. Google what?
Google it. What does she mean? It's time. Come on.
Leave without the wife.
All right.
Pass out. I have no idea what that's supposed to say, Tracy.
Call an ambulance. Shriek. LOL. Drink. Tracy. That's my sister. All right. Here's we go. Here's what you didn't get.
Okay.
Ready? Play the game.
All right.
Call family. Yell mom.
Oh, yo, mom.
Start sweating.
Start sweating.
Paul Baker got this one. Call 911.
Good job, Paul.
Take to the hospital.
Well, that's kind of get in the car and go, right?
Well, it's two different answers. Jump.
Jump.
Yeah, that's a stupid one.
That was stupid.
All right, go ahead, Tina.
All right. Here now this will be an interesting one. Bill liked this question, and you may have seen all the answers.
I don't know.
Ready?
Yes.
Name a sport that would be really dangerous to play in the nude. You've got 6 answers. Name a sport that would be really dangerous to play in the nude.
Any.
All of them. Hockey, yes. Hockey. Football, that's number 1. So got number 1, number 2. Hockey. Hockey, still football, right? Any others besides hockey and football? Figure skating. That'd be awkward. Soccer, yes. No, it's number 3. Baseball, number 5. Lacrosse.
Tom Kersel, if you're just joining us.
Any
we're
sport.
talking
I
about
agree with you, Mom.
Sports that would be dangerous if you played in the nude.
Hockey, football, we've got those. I'm looking for 2 more.
Wow.
Basketball, I agree they're all dirt biking. Wrestling. Close. Tennis. You know, there's really not a wrong answer. Baseball, that's another one.
Soccer.
Hurdles.
Is that with a T? Hurdles.
Sumo wrestling.
Oh,
Horse
my
racing?
goodness.
These are all excellent answers.
Pickleball?
I
What?
think she means
Ooh.
pickleball.
Oh. Pickleball. Denise, you wrote pimpleball.
Gymnastics. Wrestling. Okay. All right, let me give you the answers that we missed.
Wait, what did she mean?
What we did get.
Skydiving. She never told us what pimpleball was.
She means pickleball, bro. All right, so the answers we got was football, hockey, soccer, baseball. What's missing on here is rugby and boxing. But I have to say, those answers were way better. That was fantastic.
All right, so we're going to do one more. One more. It is pimpleball. All right, Denise, you got to tell us. What is pimpleball?
A white rubber ball with dots is a pimple ball.
What do you do with it?
No.
Gotta be careful with your putter.
That's
No,
blind as
pimple.
Susan. You need to
Pimple.
ask the
I
other
want to know what pimpleball
Well,
is.
Google it, Bill.
I don't think I want to. All right, let's end on a good one here. Name something you pick. Something you pick. It's the other name for half ball. It's not getting any better, Denise. We'll have to talk later.
Okay. Ask the question again.
Nate, no, I'm not going to do that one.
All right.
That wasn't a lot of fun. Oh, here's a good one. Name a way. Now listen carefully. Yes, nose, husband. All good answers. All right, we're going to move on because this is better. Name a way a monkey can probably tell you're not another monkey. Name a way a monkey can tell you're not another monkey. And go.
Oh, I don't even know how to answer that.
Strawberries. Wedgie.
They're still doing things you would pick.
Wedgie.
Half ball. Lottery numbers.
How do you know? How would a monkey know that you're not another monkey?
All right.
Flowers. Are we behind? Is there a delay somewhere? No hair on body. That's right there. Number 2. That's the number 2 answer.
No hair.
No
Okay.
hair.
Smell.
Smell. Number 1. Ding, 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 ding. Number 1.
No tail.
That is not on here.
But I like that answer.
Well, yeah.
Although not all monkeys have
No
tails.
tail. We said that. Right.
I don't
I
throw
don't
my
think-
poop. Good job, Lonnie.
Yes. We're glad to know that, but that's not one of the answers.
A Opposable thumbs.
Not one of the answers.
Oh, you're wearing pants.
No fur.
We have opposable.
We're
No.
wearing-
Well, the no fur. Well, we said that already. Not hairy.
No, you're
Oh, my
wearing
God.
pants.
It's City Street Ball. She's still talking about pickleball. I love
You
it.
don't fling poo.
Glasses. Oh, well, Bill Arsenault wears glasses. Monkeys don't wear glasses, but that's not one of the
Well, how
answers.
do they know yours? Because you peel the banana from the opposite end.
All right. Everybody's throwing their poop. Your thumb. Monkeys do that, just saying. We know.
And you don't. So
Right.
that's good. What else?
Oh
my goodness.
Your name a way a monkey can probably tell that you are not another monkey.
Walking on legs. That should be there.
Well, walk.
All right.
So we'll give you that.
We
We'll
got
give you
that one.
walking on legs.
How many more do we need?
3. Silence. Crickets. And time is up.
All right.
All right, so here's what we didn't get. They wear clothes.
Which Bob did
No,
say.
we wear clothes.
Bob did say that they were wearing. We were wearing pants.
Oh.
So we'll give that one to
Not
Bob.
when we were playing pimpleball. We were. I don't know. Different size. We are a different size than the monkeys. I don't say that goes for all of us, but okay. And we are not in a cage.
Yet.
That was kind of disappointing.
Yet.
Well, we're in quarantine.
Oh.
So
All right, so yes, stop asking that question. I always only drink water or coffee on our show. So here's the thing. I'm missing my students a lot. And we've said this before that we didn't get to do our musical yet. And that's still not, we're not, Spamalot is not canceled at this moment. It was rescheduled and it very well might get rescheduled again. And so tonight I'd like to take a song from Spamalot and I've switched it up a little bit to, kind of fit our current situation. And so, Lee Cox, hey Lee, how are you? Joey, I know, Spamalot. Joey was our choreographer for Spamalot. Lonnie pitched in and helped out with our Lady of the Lake and getting prepared. We were 2 weeks from opening. But anyway, here is my version of Always Look on the Bright Side of Life. Here we go. Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just burst your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And everybody look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd. Corona is the word. You must always face the public with a mask. Forget about your grin. No one can see it, or your chin. I wish they'd all stay home like people asked. have some fun. Just remember to be cautious as you go, and always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Side of life. Side of life. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.